Welcome to the Stoppage Time edition of the Pitch to Pro podcast. This is a highlight reel of some of the best moments from the show so far, and every other week we will be bringing you a special 5 to 7 minute segment featuring the best stories, tales, and moments of the podcast.
So that's number one. Is I kind of knew going into it, we're going to have some passionate people, but it's across the board from avid soccer fans to a generalist who kind of likes sports, to someone who might not even be interested in soccer, but they love community.
Yeah.
And so all three of these is passion is what stood out to me. And even before Stoneward got involved, I love how you and Warren and Chris have this statement is make Northwest Arkansas an even greater place to live, work, and play.
Mm-hmm.
And that stands out to me. There's a lot of clients that I've worked with who do amazing things. You three, your love for this place and the sport and the beautiful game far exceeds what I thought it was going to be. Sometimes you guys say things, I'm like, did they rehearse that? But it's genuine.
Yeah. So you're saying we're bigger soccer freaks than you thought.
I knew you were going to be like a big soccer freak. It is crazy. So that was number one. That was really impressive for this team and this club. The second one is really one of the most fun and challenging projects. So we knew going into it was going to be tough.
Yeah.
But with U.S. men's and women's soccer or National Women's Soccer League or even Como, they somewhat have an identity.
Right.
Our managing partner out of Chicago, Tom Lillig, said it perfectly in a meeting. It gets us so excited going into this learning is all the things we don't know because a brand can only be born one time.
Yep.
And we get to be part of it. And how awesome is that as marketers? We get to work on some big stuff, but you're shifting, you're evolving, you're manipulating, you're remolding, but you're never starting from scratch.
Yeah.
So that's been a really big insight too, is we know the responsibility that we have because we don't want to change this every single year. We want it to be something that this community can be proud of. And so it wasn't a surprise. It's just, it keeps surfacing of how important this project is for USL Arkansas and our community.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And may dovetail into kind of my last question here, which is, first of all, before I jump into that, one of the things that I said to you guys as we jumped into this was, good luck, because you guys are in for it, because this is a really tough project, because we were in it and muddled down and mired and all the different things and all the different puzzle pieces that are at play, which you talked about. And I don't know that people fully understand or can appreciate it until you're actually in it. And it's not something to, I don't want it to sound like we're complaining by any means, but it absolutely isn't. My God, how many chances and times in your life can you say that you get a chance to be a part of something like this? My Lord, how privileged are you and I, right? Like this is the kind of stuff that gets me up every day. And what I love about getting a chance to be a part of this. But it is this unique beast of a project, in particular, the naming and the branding, and in this particular region and part of the country. And it's wild to jump in and look at, the octopus doesn't have 8 arms, it's got 27. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted people to hear that, not just from me, but from an expert and somebody that, lives this every day and understands it. So, and we did tell you guys when you jumped in, this is going to be a challenging one, but I think you guys are up for it. And I think we are too. But we're almost at time, but I'll leave it with, and I'll ask you, and you kind of led into this a little bit, but what excites you the most kind of looking forward about this project and kind of what we're doing together?
The 27-legged octopus that you just talked about. And you're absolutely right. We brought in, we have a consultant that named the Seattle Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
the NHL team, and we had them look at it and give their thoughts. And that's kind of in the background, just so y'all know, is we have a lot of eyes on this because we want to get it right. They doubled down and said, man, this is going to be fun, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And it's doable as long as you have community support.
Yep.
And I think Carlos said it so well. I think you asked, like, what should the name be, or if he has a short list.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I have a short list, but really whatever it's going to be, I'm going to support.
Right.
And that's what we want, and that's what we hope for.
Yep.
It's this 27-legged octopus, but if we can all ride it together, I think it's going to do some remarkable things. So that's what gets us excited is, one, a brand can only be born one time. It goes beyond you and me. Everyone has their hands in it. Anyone that's done a form submission, anyone that's done a listening session, 100% is going to influence what the future of this is going to be.
I told everybody at every single listening session, if you're out there and you're listening, I told you that your feedback this is not just a session. This is not just marketing. This is actually going to help us and help craft who we are, what we stand for, the name, the brand, all of those things. And we meant it. And I mean, it's not just me. You guys are sitting here listening to the guy that's helping us coach us through this, and they're taking all of that feedback. And that is such a incredible foundation of, I want you guys to make our lives harder with the amount of feedback that we get. So, I think the last thing is to build on that point is a giant thank you. My gosh, how many, the number of people that came out to a listening session, the number of people that submitted a fan survey or a secondary survey, or, come to one of our events and talk to us. We can't thank you enough. I mean, all of your input is coming, and we genuinely are looking at everything that you guys send us, and are trying to incorporate that as best we can. So Brett, I just want to say thank you one more time to you for coming on today. I think this has been so valuable for everybody to kind of get a little bit of a peek under the hood to the number one question that we always get, which is, what the heck is the team name going to be? And then when can I buy season tickets, which not coming next week or next month, but it's coming, guys. I promise.
I thought we were
it's
going
coming.
to drop it. Okay.
No.
All right.
I can't.
All right.
I told you, no spoiler
All
alerts.
right.
No spoiler alerts. I promise. It is on the horizon. So anyway, guys, for now, thank you so much, Brett, for coming on and chatting with us. And thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Go USL Arkansas. Appreciate it.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this stoppage time special of the Pitch to Pro podcast. If you've enjoyed the conversation, you can click watch the full episode here. Be sure to tune in next Thursday for a new episode of the Pitch to Pro podcast, the official podcast of USL Arkansas. Available on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere you get your podcasts.